Okay. It's time to finish sucking. Continue with the guinea pigs. Pull this up. One moment. Okay. Ah, right to you then. I did what I said I was going to do, surprisingly enough. I went and got all the notes I was missing, all the special collectibles and such, so we can read those for a while. That sounds great, right? Also, the last one that I hadn't gotten is like up here somewhere. I thought it would have saved where it's in the place that I was going. The tunnel here, the Harriet Jones thing. One was all the way back in fucking Southwark, the fucking beginning of the game. That shit was annoying as fuck to go to. Other ones were just like strewn about. One was in a hideout, like a safe room I'd never found because I wasn't paying attention. But I need to read. So this is the only one we're missing in the middle here. So we've got this one, the Vampire Club. Do you think vampires hide in the dodgy areas in the hovels of London? No, they hide in the highest clubs and fancy houses of West End. I know for a fact some of them rule the empire in secret. They have a club. That sounds stupid. They have public figures. They have balls and fancy parties. They aim to control the country and our destinies. We must reveal them for what they are, greedy enemies of mankind. Born into this world, bring us all the eternal darkness of hell. You know them, but don't pronounce their names. I will soon, and everybody in London will know the name of the Vampire Club. By Clarence Crossley. Oh, I'm glad Clarence is making a fuss in all respects. Real quick, I want to make sure I'm actually... Hold, please. Nope. Okay, excellent. Sorry. Next on the list is, let's see. I'm sure one of these, but I'm looking for one. But I have a list of what they were. Oh, this one's also by Clarence. If you ever face a vampire, never forget they fear holy symbols. As long as you have the faith, the cross, a star of David, an olive branch even. That's odd, but sure. And prove useful to repel these creatures from the pit. But you will not harm them for good. If you really want to hurt them, only one solution exists. Forget about wooden stakes and silver bullets. Find yourself the strongest weapon against vampires, orichalcum. Do you think it's coincidence that orichalcum was common in Atlantis, according to legend and ancient writings? Atlantis was infested with vampires, and the place is now known as Santorini Island. Oh. I'll pay 10,000 pounds to a man who can provide me some real orichalcum. You got 10,000 fucking pounds? Clarence! How much money is that? I don't know. This one, Laughing at the Guard, was the one that was in the fucking very beginning of the game that I missed. For more than a century, the Guard Prune has been a dissident faction from the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole. It's important the divergence of opinion between two fraternities that now well established to remember what happened, why we shall, alas, consider these former brothers our opponents and adversaries, and mock their law of conduct. Kendall Stone founded the Guard in 1801. He was a legate of the Brotherhood and long-standing member of the Brotherhood Council. His departure was a result of irreconcilable dispute within the council when Kendall stated the Brotherhood had to reconsider its non-violent approach to the study of vampires, and that the eradication had to be the goal. Since the terrible schism occurred, relations between the Guard and Brotherhood have been difficult. Traders, while they call themselves thieves and zealots, many ancient precious books were kept for centuries, which destroyed or they stole when they left. I will constantly recuse any accusation of cowardice, for I know the courage it requires our brothers to approach and observe hostile mortals. I will never forget the cruel loss of the unique texts and scrolls burnt by Kendall and his followers when they left, and I will never cease to laugh at their stupidity, reveled in their every name, since they chose to call themselves the Guard Prewin as a reference to King Arthur's shield. Was his name Prewin? this defining themselves as true defenders of this land, when the true scholar, appropriately known as that in the Book of Taliesin, Pridwin is only the name of Arthur's boat during his expedition to the mythical territories of Enfer. What a symbol indeed. By Usher Talltree. Yippee. Skulls. Where was the skull? There's the origin of the skulls. That's it. It has been established for some time now that Skull is a vernacular name of a different species of lesser bludgeoners. Skull often came to be a victim of vampire attack who survived and came out as a crooked version. According to many observations made by our order, thought for centuries, skulls are generally despised and killed by vampires who consider them lesser. The name means slave. They've been called Sakliba in Arabic, Sclavis in Latin, or Skolinori in Greek. Shows how old the creatures are and how their makers perslave them. Goodness. This may be why skulls often tend to form small, discrete communities that stick together. Also interesting to note that skulls can call themselves this way, as if they accepted it. It is more difficult for a skull to hide its monstrous nature, pale skin, terrible teeth, strange emaciation, dilated and staring pupils. Many have lost all hair, and they show wounds and scars which stay open but never completely healed. They also seem capable of surviving by eating flesh of the dead, while vampires need blood from the living. Is there blood in the flesh, maybe? They may be the real origin of the mythical figure of the ghoul, the folklore creature who lurk in the cemeteries and feed from the dead. A skull is a miserable creature. Most of the time, they fear to be seen by both humans and vampires. In some regions, older skulls have been witnessed nearby vampires as service slaves obtaining protection by sacrificing their freedom. Most of the skulls are descended from econs and show humanoid silhouettes. Much more uncommon, some present a more canine aspect and behave like wolves. They're sometimes called vulps in ancient texts, with at least a third type exists in the shape of a bird or a bat. Wait. In the shape of a bird of bat. What? I immediately went. A third type exists in the shape of a bird or a bat, because my brain just auto-corrected, but no, it says bird of bat. Okay, sure. And they are called corvus. William Marshall himself referred to these three types as bat-shaped creature called vampire. In his memoirs, other type may exist unknown or identified. Okay. Where is the purity? Oh, this one. Vampires locate their foul progeny with blood. We all know that. Some of us witnessed the process even, but what's really going on here? Is it the only way for a vampire to breed? Let's review what we know so far. When willing to create progeny, a vampire will not bite, but give its blood to drink. Most of its victims die when bitten, but some of them survive to turn into leeches themselves. This only happens when they have assimilated the vampire blood one way or another. It is not the predator's bite, but its blood that infects the victim, who will turn if he or she survives the suffering of the metamorphosis. It also seems that vampire can breed by having intercourse. The vampire mates produce a child. Sexual intercourse between vampire and human will rarely producing a birth, but some of them try it anyway. You say rarely producing a birth, so it's possible. You're saying, but some tried anyway, as if it's impossible, but you're saying it's rare, not like a 0%. Vampire gestation is only in a few weeks short, and the pain is almost unbearable for the mother. If she is mortal, she will not survive the birth. The vampire comes out of the womb by tearing apart her entrails. If the mother is a blood drinker, it'll probably survive and regenerate. The newborn vampire will grow and turn into an adult vampire in only a few months. Okay, so the rules are fine. Like, it just says vampire mates to produce a child. So presumably two vampires can do it, and a human and a vampire can do it. But if the mother, which obviously if the mother has the vampire, she dies. But if the mother is the vampire and the dad was human, then she survives probably. And you have an adult vampire in a few months. How are these things like? They have a way faster breeding time than humans. How are they not the dominant species? I get it, they need humans to survive so that not everyone in the world would be a vampire. But if their pregnancy goes from, let's say, let's say 9 months. Um, and they are only a few weeks short. So let's say you're pregnant a month with a vampire baby, and then it's an adult by 9 months. Whereas most women are just now pushing out their baby. You have an adult vampire. What? What is the word? Crazy. The heresy of pure blood. Where is that? I have that down somewhere. Where is it? The heresy of the pure blood. That's. Did I pass over it? Heresy, 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 heresy. There it is. I'm an idiot. Pure blood, we know the expression. We heard it in the foul mouth of heretics and foreign barbarians, use sometimes ourselves, but do we really know what it means? Vampire born from an immortal belly. What a disgusting idea. Huh? How would such a creature find its place amongst the living? What would be its purpose? Ours is clear, gentlemen. As long as here to protect the Empire and all its citizens, we are the protectors and the shepherds. Whoever will be found guilty of succumbing to the desire of breeding a mortal child shall be eradicated. It's like a weird kind of Twilight thing, where they don't want to like breed vampires by just breeding and making vampires that way like humans do. But also this one, not this one. This makes it sound like you can just make them and they turn into adult. Why is that not cool? Because in Twilight, I'm pretty sure it's because the child would like not age properly, or that was the assumption. It would like be a child age forever.
Where is old Bridget? Damn.
Anyway, game doesn't make sense. Fuck you. When it said cool though, I just started thinking The Witcher, and I kind of want The Witcher. Anyway, this should be a yeah. I stopped right before this, but this is the dialogue thing. Hi, Dad.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again.
How do I get prepared?
Step away.
I feel pretty prepared,
We
honestly.
have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child.
Well, it seems I've never seen a crystal lake.
To listen, to learn.
Your appearance?
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Okay, so you always look like this. Cool, cool, cool.
Blood. You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
Hey, okay, cool. Who are you?
Who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
The
There
good
are
one.
those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man.
I don't know that name.
But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Why me?
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
Modern.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
I'm here.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood
Hate.
of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Disaster.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
Okay, who's your queen?
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan?
Huh.
The Celtic goddess of war?
I love Mori.
Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension.
Can't wait to see her in Dragon Age 4 Veilguard.
But know this.
Could honestly be called Dreadwolf, but whatever. Pretty sure the game
So the
comes out this
disaster
week,
is
doesn't
some
it? Doesn't
sort
it come
of
out like Halloween?
A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster
Release date, yeah.
is the pure will of our
On
queen.
Halloween.
Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
So the antidote for me?
McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion.
Ages? It's been like a month at most. What
What
happened?
will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Is it a new ending?
My child, and the fate of this land.
In my previous life, I got the best ending because I didn't get rid of a single person. Got the not even once trophy.
You are our final hope.
But this is more spooky.
Will it be over then?
Becoming the monster?
Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes.
And I'll actually finish a game this month. Isn't that crazy? It took me a whole month to beat one game.
For you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate
Also,
is
don't know if I'm gonna stream Halloween.
you are our champion.
This is Halloween. I might because it is Halloween, but I also might
You
not because it's
tricked me.
Halloween.
My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world.
Yeah, true.
I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Are you sure,
Very soon
Jonathan?
you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Okay. So we go here. And I think Harriet's that way because there's blood. So it's probably this way. And I read the note thing. of where to find all the notes. It said it was like off to the side path. Wait, isn't this back in the other area? Is it not here? Where the fuck am I? I don't think it's here. This is where I killed Fergal Bancha. I think it might have been sooner. Whoopsies. This. Have to have that note. I do not want to start the Harriet situation until I have the final note, because it's also required for another thing. It was this door, wasn't it? Okay, so I don't remember where I am. Not here, and it's not on any of these bodies.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Are these are skulls? I thought these were pre-win for some reason. Oh, damn it. Can I lose this?
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you.
You just asked.
My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Disgusting.
Where is she now?
I'm gonna let this get rid of me.
You wished I was dead, didn't you?
Because I don't want to. I didn't mean to actually start this fight. It's got to put me before the fight. Like, there's no way you get locked into this, because if you're not strong enough to beat it, it's gonna put me like outside in the little jump down area. I hope, honestly. Is it up somewhere? It said it's like the last one you'll likely get. So I thought it would be up here. Is it like a different way through here? Because doesn't this go to just the underground bit? Ooh, shilling. More shilling. I thought this went back to like the bar of the skulls area. The myth of the horned vampire. This is it. What is a tale but forgotten or mythicized history? By essence, vampires are related to the concept of immortality, and they can be perceived as entities that live through centuries, thus becoming mythical figures themselves. Yeah. But what about the concept of a tale sold? It could become myth among among the vampires. I know it may sound vertiginous. I don't know if I've ever seen that word before. But we know as scholars that the impossible is just unexplained or undocumented event. For a few years now, I've tried to find traces of a figure rarely seen amongst the English immortals, the horned vampire. Through centuries, less than 10 occurrences of this figure can be found in various documents gathered by our order. The figure of a man-shaped silhouette, sometimes made of blood, whether made of Mr. Rain, that appears from Wales to Scotland only to immortals, who have no idea what this thing could be. What is this creature with large deer antlers? Is it related in any way to the figure of Cernunnos? The ancestral horned god of the Celts? We don't know at all, but Now think about this. The vampires themselves had no idea what this creature could be. Now that's a frightening idea. We may be in the presence of something that's so old, only a small hints of its existence can be found through eons. If this is true, we as the Brother of St. Paul need to investigate this entity, for it could help us understand the forgotten origin of vampires. As a reminder, I add to this letter a transcription of the only written evidence we possess concerning the Horned Vampire, the odd poem entitled The Dreams of the Red Queen, supposedly composed by this entity. According to some vampire testimonies, this creature has sometimes been heard singing it while briefly appearing somewhere in Great Britain. I invite all our brothers to study this text and consider it a testament of forgotten history. I believe this is probably the answer to that puzzle, but whatever. 12 dreams for the Red Queen under the crown of stone, that she may linger longer with eyes kept closed. 11 thorns. Sorry. Thought it said throngs. 11 thorns blooming from her troubled brow, awaiting the next harvest to be gleaned at brisk springs. 10 copper veins, ripped from the belly of the earth, melted into tears flowing toward banished brothers. 9 glorious pyres on the scorched plain, to punish those whose hands were slow to obey. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights, their back hardened by the race with the sun. 7 notes of warning in the summer sky, compelling child to shielded sheets of sleep. I need to go to an English class. Holy fuck. 6 watchers bent on the hunting trails. Shadows of their spears trace the tired furrows. 5 houses to fall before song's end, and 5 more reborn from their blackened ashes. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner, restlessly hung to the dark wood of his crimes. 3 books scribbled by pen of the dancer who refuses to answer the call of the abyss. 2 giant rival snakes slither in ageless forest, coiled to the bones of mortals destined for the grave. 1 prayer for the summon called by this song, child born from darkness, whose path he must find. From In a Partridge in a Pear Tree. Man, I cannot fucking read to save my life. Okay, so presumably, I don't know how it works, but now that I found all those, I can go do that Usher Tall Tree puzzle. Where does this go? Oh. Oh, where? Oh, I think I know where this is. This is by the West End, isn't it? Not entirely sure. Or is this by White? Also, we need to go to White Castle. There. That sounds funny. There's the water we need for the plant. I'm trying to get all the trophies, okay? I'm 100%ing this game, so that I never have to play it again. I just cannot be bothered. Okay.
I cannot enter.
I don't know why I can't enter there. But yeah, we are in the West End. So what is that? And why can't I get in there? Okay. Whatever. We need to go. We need to get like here-ish. But also, I need to go see Usher. Here? Where is he? Up here somewhere? I need to go see him about that note. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the puzzle, right? Like, hopefully we can finish that up now.
No shipping, burn it, boys!
Excuse me, lads. Oh wait, I don't think this goes to where I want it to go. Fuck off. No, I didn't mean to get the rat. I wanted to loot this guy.
This.
I can go up here, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we're in here. Excuse me, ma'am. I want to get out, please, and thank you. So let's get this over with. Bitch. Do I now have the answer to this? Because the thing I read said that once you get all the notes, all the collectibles, which I now have, then you'll have the answer. I just don't understand.
Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
I would hope so, but I don't know. Because you can't give me that. Do I need to get rid of you? Hmm. So it was in a different one? Was it one of these? The Band of the Dragon Knight. He gave me one. Vampire Knight, maybe? Which one is it that he gives you? He gives you the crime of lost knowledge. Okay, neither of the ones I thought. This one. Okay. I want to have it said out loud that I am looking at some guide at times. And there is an order. But the sequence is random. The order is always the same, but the pressure pads are random. So the answer is fish circle square, circle fish diamond. That's always the answer. But which square is fish, circle, square, and diamond changes. So what the guide says is through not reading Usher Talltree's journal, which I didn't, you get this. You get the crime of lost knowledge as the reward. No, you don't. That's the wrong one. Actually, I was wrong. Does he give it to me on a different collectible? Like, not one of those, but like one of these? Swansea Diary, Chemist Diary. No, that's why. No. This one? Which fucking one? It's in one of these. In one of these. Has the answer. But what to do? I don't know what is fish. What is circle, square, diamond? You can brute force it. If I had the patience, I could. Which one would he have given? This one was just found near. I was wrong. This one is not the thing I thought it was. I would think it's this one, but this is by Lord Redgrave. Is it this? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, it's in the fucking image. It's not here, it's in the actual image. I just noticed that. I didn't actually find that in the thing. Why didn't it say it's on the actual photo? What the fuck? Nothing said that. Okay, so... I'm trying to memorize what it is. So it's right, down, up, down, right, left. Right, down, up, down, right, left. God fucking damn it. Why couldn't the game have said that clearly? The fuck are you? Oh, sword first. True Dragonbane. Ooh. Recollections of Paulus Aurelianus. To any of my legates or any clever stranger who would one day decipher the code leading to this parchment, this was not written for you, but for me. As the founder of the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole, I had many names and too long a story. These few lines are meant to help me remember who I was, what choices I made, and what I did, what I chose to do, to never cease to inquire about mortals, and firmly banish any of them who would prove evil. Through the centuries of my long life, I've been given many names and many titles, but I remember being born on the beautiful Isle of Albion. I forgot the precise date, but I was told it was during the summer of the first quarter of the 5th century after the birth of the Christian Messiah. I vaguely remember my mother's voice, as sweet and fresh as honey, when she sang to my older brother and me. She named me Paul, and my brother Imrus. My father was a strong knight of the kingdom of Pinichin. What the fuck is that? I think I had a happy childhood. I learned to read, and I was taught by wise men. Then the Saxons came, and all was lost. Fuck those Saxons. The invaders came from the east and took the land. That was before the false prophet, now known as the Horned Trickster, presented himself in front of King Glorthrigiern to foresee the fight of the red and the white dragons, and the defeat of our people. His words were so powerful that the king made him his advisor. As soldiers, as warriors, my father and my brother had no choice but to stand by the king and fight. As a priest, I was free to choose another path. After the death of our mother, I led into the exile of my people. I led them across the sea, the young, the old, and the sick, to the islands of Ushant and Bats, to the city of Ossismore, where we had to learn new languages. And in all these places I went, I spoke the truth and the true faith. And I spoke about the devil and his crooked horns. With the years, I almost forgot about the face of my mother and forests of my youth, about the fall of our land and the death of my relatives. I had so much to accomplish. I was a bishop, and I had a flock to guide. My eyes looked into the future. I forgot how to remember my previous life. I was old and at peace when my brother Imrus found me. Many years after his tomb had been sealed, I saw his dead flesh walk toward me in the dim light of the evening, and his rotten mouth spoke ill of me. He called me a traitor, for I had fled the land of our ancestors while he remained to fight. The trickster was his master now. He had granted him a natural and prolonged life. I called my own brother the son of the dragon, and a dragon himself, for that was what he had become, but he refused to listen. He wanted me to join him and help him protect Albion, to unite our people against the next battle to come. To achieve victory, he offered me everlasting life. As I refused, he attacked me, and his fangs and claws went deep into my flesh. Finally, I managed to bind him with my stole, and the power of God struck him. Then I sent him away, back to the sea and to the shadows, forbidden to ever come back. This is the true story of my brother and of my stole. This is how we were both defeated. For my words did not convince him, and his bite corrupted me. Soon I died, and I arose from my grave to forever walk under the clouded moon. I drank the blood, I changed my face. For the crime I had committed upon my own kin, I swore to go back to Albion. There I would watch and protect the land my own way, strengthened by my faith, but blinded by the sun. Of my weakness I would make strength, a ray of hope in the darkness for centuries to come, under many disguises among the livings. You see, sometimes I fuck up and I'm being weird and I can't talk because mouth not good. Like, my brain is registering the words, but my mouth, you know? But sometimes it says, under many disguises among the livings, plural. But among the living is already plural. Bound to my oath to protect the living from the threat of the dragons and ready to ban any of them who would prove evil. You got nothing to say about that, Jonathan. Does Usher have anything to say about this shit?
Good evening, Jonathan Reed.
You.
Can I help you in any way?
Found a sword. You don't want to talk about that?
Again.
Well then. I'm gonna go water my plant then. And, we're going to equip, instead of the remarkable saber, the true dragon bane. And, I don't know what I'd like to equip. A gun seems fitting, you know? Just go out like a hero and swing a mighty ancient sword and a fucking double-barreled shotgun. That sends a message. Let's test it out real quick. Gonna have to get used to no stun. This is the level 4 weapon or whatever, and the shotgun, actually it's level 3, right? There's only 4 levels. The shotgun is the max level, the sword is below. But I wonder if they have any upgrades currently equipped. Like I had so many stun upgrades on the other weapon. Also, I'm only doing this bit, the plant thing, because apparently you have to water it and then wait 3 days. So since I'm gonna be like ending soon, I'm gonna water it and then do my business and then just rest, and then voila, the thing will be done. So I think it said if you're going under the bridge and you take a right, there's a place you go to. I have like no stun ability though, huh? That was good damage, thankfully. Said in Whitechapel. That's it. Whitechapel. Need to find a shop hidden down an alleyway, up some stairs, behind smashable barrels. What? Is it? It said bridge, but maybe it was talking about that bridge into the area. There's an alleyway. Maybe not so much. I need blood, and the sword isn't giving me any, so... Find smashable barrel. Head right as you go under the bridge into the Temple District. What is the Temple District? This is the bridge. This is the A bridge, I guess. It could be another bridge, to be fair. No. Those are smashable barrels, but I don't think that's where I'm... trying to end the stream. Finish this game, I mean. End the stream. This is an alleyway. Over here. No, I wanted the trash can, damn it.
Thirst for blood.
You London vampires are so weak.
Uh-huh. Tell me more. Okay, cool shillings, thanks. Was this area anything? Because if it wasn't, I feel like it's where I need to be. But it also might just be nothing at all. Can I like zoom in and see what the fuck the temple district is? Is that it names when I'm not fully in, only the big names, and then you zoom in and there's dispensary, church, but I don't see temple. Is something supposed to say temple? Where the fuck do I find this water? I'd never find it. I'm going. It says it's in Whitechapel. This guide says it's in Whitechapel, and I'm just being straight up lied to. I feel like this game has done that before. Apparently, judging by these comments on Steam that people have left, it is in fact not there, and it's in the West End. So I don't know what this guide is talking about. I'm not even going to name it because I'm already off that webpage. But it ain't there. It's apparently in a room opposite where Kimura was being hostage. Ow. It would be this way. Fucking running through this game again. No, I was wrong. Well, I guess I could technically go this way. I thought it was in Whitechapel. Are these bodies? No, this is like mermaids. Okay. Why did that guide say it's in Whitechapel? It specifically listed Whitechapel. It said when you have access to Whitechapel, go under the bridge or whatever the fuck. Is it just like possible that it spawns in different locations or something? Because the thing I read now says it's around here. Oh my god, this dude fucking beating the fuck out. No fucking blocking. Fuck you. Is it the one with the clock? They mentioned a clock. Oh my fucking god. Why was the one game?
Fresh water.
Yeah, pure water.
As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
Oh my fucking god, I am so fucking pissed off. Why am I being lied to? What is the purpose of them lying to me about this thing that's supposed to be a guide for this one stupid item that's in a tucked away corner for a fucking plant that doesn't matter? Anyway, I'm salty, as you may have been able to tell.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu.
I honestly could just go fuck it and finish everyone off, but I am kind of
When
curious.
science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
I'm curious who has a eavesdrop thing that I just never did. Did I actually, like, talk to people here? Do I need to talk to you about stuff in order to get your... Oh my god, I do.
Why do
I
you
haven't
feel
talked
so
to people in
guilty
so
about
long
what
here.
you've
Thank
done?
goodness I
Don't
looked
expect
into
him to
that.
forgive me. All I can do is
Oh
make
my
amends
God.
for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be.
He's
We're perfectly
blind. He's not Daredevil.
You're fools. Do you not see that failure is the only possible outcome for your project?
On the contrary, Dr. Reed, the Swamborough cordial will become a huge success. If the epidemic keeps spreading.
Which we don't want. Anyway, you're up first. Are we? Oh, that's a staircase. I thought it was just a drop off, and I was like, am I about to drop her? Nom nom. Nom nom. Delicious.
My brother. I can't see anymore. I'm cold. Forgive me. For this time, I really leave you alone in the dark.
That you do. Does he, like, maybe have something with his son? Maybe there's an eavesdrop. If they both have one. Yeah, I'm missing one on both. Oh, I'm missing two on him. Honestly, they give a max of 1,000. But I'll hold off on them for a moment because
Good evening.
they're nowhere near each other. So
Somehow,
it's
Dr.
probably
Reed.
gonna take a while
It's
for
good to
any
see
to
you
drop
again.
if there is one. Anywho, mesmerize. Sniff my palm. Be intoxicated and follow me. Honestly, you were leading the way more so. So if you would, please find a nice dark corner for me. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom.
Why convince me to live if it was to kill me later? If it was a game, consider it a success, you cruel demon.
I'm so good at games. Thank you. Wait, this is not where I wanted to go, motherfucker. Hey, Darius.
Good evening.
I haven't got you maxed out too, so we're gonna just head on in. Anyone who's maxed, I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're just gonna go ahead. And if it ruins a hint or something, then so be it. I honestly think I'm good on hints, and I'm pretty sure there's not a trophy for it. For getting all of people's hints all the time. It's just for XP, so...
I failed to protect Dorothea. I fall like she fell, but our fight is still alive.
Oh yeah, y'all people have keys and shit, don't you? So... I'm also gonna have to loot to make sure I get your weapons, because that's also a fucking trophy. Is your house still open? When was your house? Guess not, so it's gotta be... The key goes somewhere in here, right? There's something with Dorothea? Did she have a locked thing in here? She must have. There's no way it would lock me out of his house and leave a thing in his house that I might need. Right? Maybe. I am not seeing any lootables. Ooh. Maybe his house was open and I just overlooked it? Oh, it is. Okay. Gotta be a chest or something. Hey. Just 100 shillings. Well, at least I found a use for the key. Yippee. Oh, a poem? Amelia. In silence she walks like the early queens of forgotten countries, where I sometimes travel. Wait, isn't Camellia the... Did you write a poem for her? Do you have something? You're only worth 1,000 at most. You started walking. I'm hoping that you're going into an eavesdrop location. Only another 150. I literally cannot get any XP gain. The fuck was that? Like, there's no level I could get from getting whatever this hint is. So honestly, screw this dude.
Mr. Eve.
Unless I have a talk something. Oh, I'm sure you know more.
Such as
Interesting.
yourself, knee deep in the muck of Whitechapel,
I need a
must
drink.
know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Well then, interesting. I don't even care about being convinced. I've got all your hints. You go bye-bye now. I remember to talk to these people, I suppose. Maybe if I talked to the dad and son, maybe they were something. There's probably so many hints that I have where I'm so close to having and I just, Yum.
Was I that evil to deserve such punishment? My only regret is that no one will mourn me. For I have never been loved.
How I...
I'm not afraid anymore. I died in this trench a long time ago.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off. I'm ready. No.
I forgot I was
Not now.
muted. How long
Not
have I
me,
been muted?
please. I'll be good.
Ooh, door key. What the fuck is this door key for? Because you guys didn't have a house. Is it this? What is this? It didn't show the key thing, so... What the fuck allowed that to be unlocked? It didn't say I used the key. What the fuck is this door key? Also, it says door key, not key. Did any of what I said about The Witcher actually come out? I don't know how long I was muted. I don't think that any of that was probably heard. I was just saying, Witcher 4, I would really like to come out, and I should probably stream Witcher 3. This is great. I'm really sad now. Damn, fucking forgot to unmute myself. Where does his key go? Also, who else is around here in, like, this section? Definitely not him. They're around, right? Oh, and... No, he's in a different section. They're, like, over here. I mean, I guess it's close. Not like the West End where they're completely segmented away. Hi, Barrett.
You never...
Honestly, you should have been first, but eh,
You never...
you have nothing to say, right? Alright, cool. Oh, I gotta go this way? I was about to take you back up the stairs I came from. Where are we going here? This little corner. Down the steps you go, bud. I don't have your money.
I never had any luck in my life. And now I die alone.
Well, sucks to be you, my dude. He didn't have a key, right? He just has items. Joe, I'd like to talk to you.
You again? What do you want this time?
I'm missing one of your hints. You probably like go inside to talk to your son or something, but I don't care enough. So. Stuck on a pole. How far away do we need to go? Oh my goodness. Hurry it up.
My son. Who will take care of him? Was I a good father?
Probably not. Did I get a hint? How did I get a hint for him when I killed his dad? Doesn't make any sense. I'm going the wrong way. Is it this house? No, this is Petrovsky's house. Where am I? I don't remember where shit is. I'm going all the wrong ways.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Father hurt you?
And your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
Well, you're right. But you gotta go too. You don't want to be here, even if your dad's gone. And it would just go poorly for you, so let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. So it says if your area goes hostile, people go missing and are found dead and whatever. You got a semi-automatic. What the fuck you have that for? Medical voucher. Oh, that was for, what's her name? For clinic. But like Swansea is needed. So if I had mesmerized the people, I guess you can't because a lot of his are like level 4 or 5 mental. So it kind of locks you out of getting everyone. But could I do enough that it becomes a hostile area? Because then what would happen to Swansea? Would it soft lock me? Is that what happened to me? Because I did start a second playthrough where I was going to do those violence. That was, again, like 5 years ago. But for some reason I stopped. Father, you need to go, honestly.
Good evening.
I should have started with you.
Why did you send
Piece
Samuel
of
to
shit.
the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
That's not goodbye.
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Good evening.
But also, I need to talk to you about
what do you mean when you say that I am
being lost, I guess.
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences.
Yeah, because facts are
Most of them can't see
things.
the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
So he did that dialogue.
Has it to be?
Situation.
Your disciple, Sam
Robert.
Sam.
He filed the dead. He was a crook. All right. Well, you're worth 5,000 for some reason. Worth all those last 3 lads I got rid of combined, aren't you? Down in the back alley you go, father. How unfortunate
Please
for you.
forgive me, my lord, for my eyes were blind to the devil in front of me.
Yeah, you're a real bad priest. You know, the devil standing right in front of you and didn't see shit. Okay, but she has the possibility for like a really high XP. They each have the possibility for probably like 3,000. I already missed a hint on both of them. Maybe I actually do wait for them to do something. Don't know how long it would take. Oh, hello. Oh. Well, that was fast. I thought you were going to be talking to the girl. Unless she meets you here or something. I didn't think he'd be alone. Hello? I would like to listen. Oh, here she comes. Never mind. I fucking knew it. Any day now. Miss Papa, if you would please. Hurry the fuck up. I'm not gonna see like a weird scene, right? You're just like investigating and like questioning her. You're not gonna like do it in the alley, right? Right?
You still want more from Christina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve
I
this
don't know if you do know her.
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we shared the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Who? Alright, great chat, guys.
It's locked.
Knock knock. Alright, you have to talk to them. I was like, I don't have more XP. Alright, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit that. Clayton, let me talk to you a bit.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell
Wallet?
me, Clayton. Do you really think this young woman stole your wallet?
Yeah.
Christina? Yes. I recently met her. A nice girl, despite her questionable conduct.
How exactly did you meet?
During my investigation, I offered my hotel room to her to rest and get away from the street.
And what happened?
The next morning, my wallet and my watch had disappeared. I suppose that's what you get for being a good Samaritan.
That is not what you were. You
If
paid
are
her
going
for
to be
sex.
The lady of the night, Clayton. I would advise you to be cautious.
I can't really be mad at her, though. She's just trying to survive. She doesn't have many options.
Why were you trying to make it noble? Like, I was just trying to protect her, take her off the street. Like, no, you were sleeping with her.
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
You lack
I know
impartiality.
more than enough to understand your situation. For a reporter, you certainly lack impartiality.
I would have expected more open-mindedness from an educated man like you, Dr. Reed. If you have no further wisdom to impart...
And hint failed? I don't know. Actually didn't. I'm so sorry. Anyway. I've got the max out of you that I'm gonna get, so let's go ahead and go somewhere private. I'm gonna have to go to the blind guy all by himself at the very end after everyone else is gone because he's so far away. It's really messed up that he's all alone and blind, and I'm just gonna go over there and be like, hey!
Christina, I loved her. I know it now. I should have told her.
You slept with her for one night. What do you mean you loved her? Ooh, his diary. Whitechapel has a new and odd story. An elegant and polite doctor is roaming through the district streets at night, knocking on doors, asking questions about the epidemic. According to rare witnesses who actually saw the man, he's tall, comes to the nearest hospital. Could be Pembroke. It seems mysterious doctor is Jonathan Reed, eminent surgeon and specialist of new blood. As if the epidemic was not enough, a number of corpses have been found emptied of their blood this morning in an abandoned building around here. I must be more careful. Christina should too. Maybe I should find myself a gun or something. I don't like the idea. I do not want to end up in a dark alley. All my blood stolen by some maniac. Could be related to the blood specialist, Dr. Reed. Should talk to him. How'd that talk go for you? Christina! Did you take his wallet?
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No.
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just...
I dropped my controller. Uh-oh. Shit fucking slammed on the ground. Oopsies.
Same as the others.
Mixing money with passion rarely delivers a beautiful story.
Lucky me. I don't believe in beautiful stories anyway.
Oh.
Clayton's feelings towards you are romantic
Or
and
romantic.
serious. Is this
They no
feeling
longer
mutual,
exist.
Christina?
That is the least of my concerns, Dr. Reed. Perhaps Clayton has time to think about these things, but I don't.
If you had time to question your heart, what would it say?
That men are pigs. But
Oh.
it doesn't bother me as long as they pay.
Alright, well, I got as much I use. I'm about to, so... You want to go to the same, like, free corner where we had him? Okay, I guess we'll go. Say goodbye one last time. Hey, do you still have the wallet? Can I have that? Just out of curiosity, are you going to give it to me? Or is it, like, at your house or something? Did I get a key from Clayton? I don't remember. Fuck.
My dear brother.
Your brother? Where?
I was not strong enough.
Game. And this dagger. Oh, key. Where does that go to? I got a weapon from her, so I don't think I need to search for a chest of hers. Probably only got shillings and stuff, so I feel like I'm fine. You first.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott. And good evening.
I'm maxed out on you. Into the corner of the cemetery, please. You wanna go hide in the bush with me? Yum, 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 yum. Oh, she doesn't see a thing back there.
Death has no splendor at all. Oh, I see it now. I see it. Oh, the verses I could write.
Why do y'all sound like Dark Souls NPCs? Seeing some weird esoteric bullshit. 5,000. Man, you get a good chunk of XP. How are you doing?
Tell me, Camellia, how are things?
Why do you still try to force her to speak? That's not how things work, bud. Jonathan, you suck at your job. They really should have changed something or done something, because it's just... Camilla, tell me! And then nothing. Because of course she's not gonna say anything. What the fuck am I expecting? Does she have thoughts? I'm curious. What does she sound like?
Cruel thing.
Interesting.
I still had so many things to give to this world. You stole all my tears and all my joys.
Alright, well, 80,000 XP. Pretty good.
Watch out, boys!
Did it ever say if she could always talk or if she lost her tongue at some point or something? I don't know. Oh, I forgot I had this weapon out. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, goodness. That's something I'm curious about, but you'd never know. Whenever you think in your own mind, you presumably hear like your own voice. I'm assuming everyone does, because I do, and my experience is the only one I know of. But when people think in their mind, I had the same thought during D&D because of what are they called? The bug race that's from Space Jammers. They don't have the ability to speak any other verbal language aside from their insect one, which is like a series of clicking noises and stuff, which is only known to other, is it Thrykean? Something like that. It's only known to them. It's backstory on my question. So only Thrykean can understand it and speak it. Specific to that race.
Good evening, Mr. Swan.
But they are able to talk to other races through telepathy. So, what voice would you hear if a Thrykean were speaking to you? Because it doesn't have a voice. It has no...
It's locked.
It has mandibles and little clickies. So what would you hear? Would you hear what you think its voice would sound like? Would you hear its own voice while it is talking to you? What the fuck is that? Oh, just silver. I thought it was like a blue elixir. So, if you are mute and deaf even, if you're thinking to yourself,
How do you see the...
what does it sound
What can I do for you, Doctor?
If you're just mute, maybe. Different than deaf. I honestly have no idea.
Your sister seems to
I'm very curious. I might actually look up if there's like records of
Loretta believes that keeping
how
busy is
people
what I need to
experience
be happy.
thought.
And is she wrong?
My sister is wrong about almost everything.
I mean, records, as
But as long as
studies,
she
I
thinks
guess.
she's in charge, she can be nice.
Well, could get like 3,000 XP from you, but I think you might have to rest in order for the blindness thing. I'm so sorry that you never got to see. But, I don't feel like waiting a night because everyone else is already gone and I kind of forgot. If I wait a night, then he's just gonna die, so I might as well do this now. I do think, though, I was supposed to wait a night. He would have fixed his vision.
I see you, my killer.
Is there anyone else in Whitechapel I missed? No. Okay, well, looks like we just have. Well, first I'm gonna go to the hospital, obviously. I'm gonna go through the cemetery to get there. Because I don't feel like walking through the town of Chapel. Just dashing my whole way. I feel like this game, because it's loosely based on science and stuff, and because I'm taking so long with it and actually reading more and stuff, I'm asking a lot of questions like, I was like, why are these glowing? These are all the people that I've killed so far. Which is weird, because I'm sure those gravestones were already there before the people. Just saying. It's very interesting that they do that, though. I had no idea they, like, actually labeled the gravestones. But, like, the Braille question I had, I'm having, like, weird questions that I feel like I don't generally ask. I just have an inquisitive mind this month, I don't know. Hey, where's McCollum? Okay, moving on. On to the hospital. Ow, motherfucker. You don't have to stop it. Okay. Oh, Pembroke is healthy. That's cool. Good, good, good. I would hate for it to be unhealthy around here. Alright. So we water the plant.
Done.
Yippee. And I'm going to upgrade the sword, because I want to use it for the final fight. Where? Oh, it's here. I was looking for a red one for some reason. We're going to do this. I can add stun to it, or I can add blood absorption. Damage, stamina consumption. Oh wait, I can't add. There's no stun. There's only damage dealt, blood, or stamina consumption. Got it, got it, got it. I'm gonna do blood, damage. I think that's a good idea. And do I want more of this? I could do stun, but it's not gonna do much stun. Just increase damage, like, whoa. 634, 691, 749, and 806 damage. Jesus. Holy fuck. 806. It does 4 times the damage as this. Oh, hey, it has lore, like, in it. The sword with a Latin phrase engraved on the blade has been forged in Wales during the 6th century and belonged to Paulus Aurelianus, the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stall. Legend says that he had his blade forged before he chose the path of exile and left England with his people. Dragon Bane has been passed to each new primate of the Brotherhood and may have been used in secret ceremonies. So this is Usher's. Usher just kind of let me steal this. This is the true and original Dragon Bane. Sure it is. Oh, right. I could turn those in to Clarence, because I have all the things now. Interesting. Also go heal. I could just rest one night, level up. You know. It might get some people sick, but it would also cut down a day. No, I'll just do 3 days in a row whenever we're done with that. That's the plan. I'll just do it all at once. Because if I do rest now, there's going to be enemies here. So when I have to fight my way back, it's just going to be a pain in the ass. At least that's what I think. Don't actually know. So I'm going to wait to finish. Or I'm not going to sleep again until I get rid of literally everyone. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to break 100,000 XP with all of this. That's pretty neat. Let me pull out this. I have a lot of shotgun shells, don't I? I'm gonna end up buying the upgrade since I already bought the upgrade for the gun. I'm gonna buy the bullet upgrade so I can carry more of those. Okay. Clarence, you're my final quest that I can do. Where you at, bud? Clarence, here is all the lore on vampires.
Good evening, old chap.
You could literally ever want.
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Here you go.
These are the documents you wanted me to look for. I think I've gathered all the available occult research about vampires.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. That'll help me separate the myths from the facts.
I'm not sure you
You're
can
welcome,
consider
bud.
this material factual, but it's yours now. What do you intend to do with it?
First, I'm going to show them to Venus. It'll open her eyes and make her understand the importance of my mission.
Yeah, sure, bud. Do I need to, like, rest or something for you to talk to Venus? I mean, I guess I could rest here. No one is gone yet, so...
Hello.
This area, at least, would be safe while I run through it. Did Clarence show
Did
you?
Clarence recently show you documents that prove the existence of vampires?
Yes, he did. And he also told me you spent a few nights gathering research for him. Seriously, Jonathan. Why feed his obsession like that?
He's my
I
friend.
got him info.
I thought it might help him rest, instead of going outside at night. Tell me, what are your thoughts about vampires?
Harry doesn't believe them. We know.
Dracula was a good book, but these documents were just mumbo
When did that book
jumbo.
come out?
I burnt them all as soon as Clarence went outside again.
What? You did what? You have. I might have to wait outside for it.
You are always welcome.
1897. That book is fucking old as dirt. I've never actually read the Bram Stoker's Dracula, interestingly enough. Clarence, do you wanna, like, do the thing? Yeah. Because, do I have to, like, wait by her or something? Okay, he'll spawn over here if she's, turned, please. It's not over here. Venus, what are you doing? Clarence, come here. Need more XP out of your wife. Ooh, where's the red? Where do you want me to stand, game? At the front door? Ah. Come in. I listen to their chats.
You give me no other choice, Clarence.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yes, my love, it's a new tea I bought. Not too bitter for your taste, I hope. Drink your tea, my love. Drink it to the last drop. And shut your damn trap for good.
Women will literally resort to murder rather than get a divorce. Well, Venus, sweetie, what you doing?
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan.
I wasn't making tea. What do you mean?
What do you need from me?
You want to talk about the poison?
Why are you poisoning your husband?
He has spent a fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior,
yeah.
Why don't you just leave?
Why are you killing the man?
The best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
That's not the subtitle just said, but sure. Not let you kill your husband.
I cannot let
That's
you kill
my
your
job.
husband, Venus. This madness is more insane than his obsession.
What are you going to do? Report me to the police? I did my research too, Dr. Reed. The substance I use is undetectable.
Don't press your luck.
And did you see Clarence's state of mind? What would become of him if left alone?
He would be alive, number one. Number two, you may be rich and have done research. I'm literally a doctor who specializes in things like blood transfusion. So I know it's not the same as poison, but I'm pretty familiar with a fucking microscope. I'm just saying. He has one more hint, so may I need to talk to Clarence first. But you also kind of just admitted it to me, which granted I'm not an officer, but also...
Good evening, old chap. Are you alright?
I won't lie to you, Johnny.
I'm a doctor and rich, and she's just rich, so I don't know.
Venus is
I feel like she'd get caught before I'd be doubted.
She hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, And now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
Well, you're my friend. We're
But
besties.
you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But
A different way, yes.
I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned.
By the way,
Frankly, it's my bad.
Clarence, did you have those papers
Ever since I got back
for me? I would like them back.
She accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
I mean, you do sound paranoid and delusional. But also, I've got as much out of you as I can. Oh, we just take him into Ascalon? Okay. If you say so, game. Do it on the front steps.
I should have known you were one of them, Johnny. Why was I so blind?
Why are y'all so blind? Y'all are really bad about seeing vampires when they're literally right. I get it, maybe early on when I had just become one. Maybe my eyes were just bloodshot. I was tired, you know. My pupils are literally black.
Hello, Venus.
Like nowadays, yes, people wear contacts and it's Halloween and it could easily just be like a thing. That wasn't a contacts weren't a thing here. So, what do you all think about my black pupils and whatnot? Or irises. The pupils are orange. Sorry. I forgot which part was which.
I feel trapped. It just makes me want to scream.
Oh, scream bloody murder all you want, because, ain't no one coming to save you now. Say goodnight, Venus. Goddess of love, my ass. Not loving my ass. That's not what I meant.
My wedding, Jonathan. What have you become?
You were about to poison your husband. Thank goodness I didn't rest tonight. He might have been killed. Wait, y'all's front door goes immediately into, like, your kitchen room? Wait, what? Which one's supposed to be the front door? Yeah, I got so many drugs in your place. Oh my goodness. How much opium do you people need? I know it was all the rage, but still. Some self-control with the substances. Now for... Do I have all his things? Yeah, I missed one, but his 3,500 is max right now. I'm not gonna get any higher for him. All right.
Good evening. Good evening.
All right, bud. You're up next. Quite unfortunate, I realize, but what are you gonna do? We're gonna just take you over to Ascalon because it's like on the way to where I need to go to the shop. And if I run the other way back there, I'm just gonna have to come over here anyway because this is where everyone else is. You know, it's just a convenience thing. I'm sure you get it. You know, you're a very understanding man. That's what I've always liked about you. Let's embrace. As men do. Best friends.
My family. I will never see them again. Will they ever know I died here?
Probably
Will
not.
they remember me?
Yeah, an astrolabe? That's pretty neat. Oh, hey.
Good evening.
Can I help?
No, you're not the other lady.
Goodbye.
Is there like something in the sewer for this lady? Also, this lady, I have jack shit on. This Karina Billow, who's like over here. Did I just never look for anything for her? I know nothing about her. She just hangs out over here. I don't know if I'm missing notes on her. I don't know if I need to eavesdrop on her. She's only worth like 2,000 XP. What the fuck? What are you kicking a barrel for? You have an eavesdrop at all? I'm just gonna wait for like a few seconds. Because usually it seems to proc the eavesdrop once I start doing that. Yeah, okay, cool. I know, it's only 2,000, but I have hardly interacted with this. Like, I didn't even know where she was for the longest time. Where is the red space? Over here somewhere? Is that what this is for?
It's locked, all right.
Where is she? Where do I need to be? What was that? Excuse me? Okay, so she does go down there. What, I did it proc the eavesdrop thing, and then... Huh? Okay, I guess I get the key for down here after this, but... Really just maximizing right now. Every last bit we can, I suppose. Trying to be done with this as quickly as possible. It's taking forever, though. Talking to rats?
You make me sick, you juicy, warm treat. Damn it! Oh my! What have we got here? A dead rat. Oh, so gross. So tempting. Eternal life. Through the blood of the lesser beasts, he said.
Are you a vampire? You're not like the lady at the hospital who thought she was a vampire and bit a dude, right? You're... They wouldn't do that twice. You've got to be real, right? That's odd, because no other edible has been a vampire. I don't know what the rules are. Wait for you out here, I guess. And that's where that goes. Okay. So I don't have to go all the way back to Shottenham and just come back here. Why do you eat them?
Why do you eat rats, Karina?
Their flesh contains the path to immortality.
Do you just want to be a vampire really bad? And you know we do this from time to time? Please.
I don't know if I can.
One of her eyes does look
You have
bloodshot.
been tricked, forced to play a disgusting game. I don't know how to save you.
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
If that's what you want.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to live forever, but I've been tricked. Now I want this torture to stop. So, yes, sir. Make it stop.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to get your others, so... It's only worth another 500 XP, I mean. Might as well just do this. Oh, really? This isn't, like, far enough away from shit? Like, we're in a little alley. What? I have to take her over here? Why? To where? This is stupid. It would have been fine if we just did it back there. Now I have to run all the way over there with whatever key she gives me to get in there. Did she fall under my shoe?
Thank you for releasing me. I can finally say the name of my torturer. It's Jacob Blackwood.
Who the fuck is that? I know who Jacob Blackwood is. Did I? This anything here? No. Cool. I'm gonna go to the other section real quick because I want to finish up here. You stay there, ma'am. I'll find this Jacob Blackwood. Probably not, though. It's not a quest, so I don't know where he'd be. Haven't got a clue. No, I don't need to turn that way. Okay. And go up and right. Yep. It's been like 2 days since I played this game, okay? I don't remember where everything is. Even if I was here, like, literally a few minutes ago. But the next sleep I get is my final sleep. Granted, it will be 3 sleeps in a row. But it's all the sleep I'm gonna get. Let's start with Tall Tree over here. He's all by himself. He should be easy pickings. Did we talk to him after we got the sword? I know I tried talking to him before when I got the note. Hey, I have your sword. Nothing you want to talk about? Okay, well, 4,000 XP for me. It like cuts because he's at a chair, so they didn't want to animate that, so they just jump him in front. Bye, Usher. Is that a gun in your pocket or a sword? I'm taking it no matter what it is.
I should have seen it coming. I should have put a ban upon you. But there was too much at stake.
Blood. Strong blood serum's cool. Can I get a weapon from him? I guess this was the weapon I would want in there, but like, he was carrying a weapon on him. Just saying. Anyone around here? And the brothers have the key to that. Oh, let's get rid of you.
Doctor?
You're worth so much XP. Isn't that lovely? Let's just go see why you're worth so much. We're this way. Why this way? There's this whole side of the church is empty. Why? Where the fuck are we taking you? Oh, down into like the sewer area? Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I suppose it's fine. But I feel like we could have just gone behind the church and it would have been also fine. You know? Yummy.
So you were the killer. I knew I was right.
Should have done something about it then. Alright. Do I have both the brothers? Yeah, okay. Both at 4K. Let's go. You first. Heracles. Oh not even sure this is Pericles. They could have changed clothes. This can be... The fuck is Agamemnon? That fucking... I was about to say Asmodeus, but I was like, that's not right. Honestly, it would be so funny if you could choose to mesmerize both of them. I don't know, just because they're twins, just do it together, I guess. And just walk with a hand on both of them. I don't know how that would go for biting, though. Maybe one would just sit still while I did it. I don't know, I just have silly ideas. I don't know how to implement them. I didn't make this game, nor will I ever make a game. He really just fucking
So
flopped.
in the end, was it you we were waiting for? Death was our destination.
Yeah, okay, that body looks ridiculous. Ooh. Your turn.
Hello again.
Let's go, Mr. Memnon. Over yonder. Oh, you don't want to go hang out with your brother? Well, too bad. We're going this way. Why would I take you that way? Yeah, fuck off. Rerouting. Was I done with... I think I did finish with the abusive mother and daughter here. I think I have all the hints I'm gonna get from them. Just curious if I'm gonna have to walk her out of the shop down here. And the daughter only, like, randomly comes by, so I don't know.
No sense at all. I should have told my brother to go sooner.
Yeah, well, unfortunate. I'm gonna bother your daughter real quick just to guarantee that she's here. Yeah, 2,000? Alright. I don't want to risk not doing this first and then, like, when I come back, you're downstairs. I know your daughter should stay home, but she's with a doctor. It's very safe. And see, no bodies down here. It's totally safe. Let's get rid of the last body before we get to this one. Right. Everyone flops on the stairs.
I can't see. I'm so afraid, Mother.
Carolyn, you're literally the last person here. I should be just allowed to do this here.
Good evening.
Real quick, I'm gonna check for shop. I don't think there's anything I really need. And we're maxed out at 3K for you, so... Alright, you hopped over your shop, I guess. Over the counter. Alright, I could just, like, close the door if I was worried about some passerby, but there's literally no one here. Game just wanted to make me walk, get my steps in. Even though I don't have to worry about my calories or anything, I'm literally immortal. Whatever.
Poor me. Oh no, poor me. I'm dying. For real. No one will cry for me now.
Man, only give a shit about yourself. Your daughter was like, Mother, where are you? And you're like, ah, shit, I'm dead. What a bitch.
I cannot enter.
What the fuck you mean I cannot enter? Who would give me the key to that? You made it so that it could be unlocked, didn't you? You have a prompt.
It's locked, all right.
Where would the key be for that? What the fuck? The brother's key better be for here. They better have access to this, or else I'm gonna be pissed.
It's locked.
No! What the fuck? I see loot back there. What? What? What the shit? It doesn't look like a chest, so maybe not. Well, that's rude. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to get that key. Guess I'm just gonna go back to the other way. Real quick though. I don't see a way to do it, so I guess we're done there. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to be able to open that, if ever, but really weird. Anywho. Damn, fuck. Rude ass. Mother! Oh, well, first I gotta go talk to the butler. Hello, sir.
Yes?
Don't want you to have my father's watch, Avery. So... quite unfortunate for you. Snack time! How's that one on, but the other one isn't?
Poor Miss Reed. I leave her alone with the most despicable monster of all, her own son.
Whoa, hey now. Why do you have so much fucking codeine? Dude's drugged to fucking hell. Mom? Hey, Dad had a message for you.
Jonathan.
Did I tell you about that? No? Can't? Okay, well. I'm sure you understand, Mother. We're all dead round here. Watch your neck, Mom.
Johnny, it was real. Mary brought me to the cemetery to see you. What happened to this family, my son? What have you done?
Good question. I've maximized my profits. Oop. Mom, did you have like a weapon or something? Jonathan's 10 soldiers. Oh, your wedding ring. What was that? It was Mary's necklace. Okay. Bye, Mom. See, it's not a time limit because she's there a while, and Avery is already gone. It's literally just they reset whenever the next person is grabbed. Avery didn't have a key, did he? Just checking, but I'm like, where would Avery's like stuff even be? He doesn't have like a room here, does he? I guess this would be his room, but I can't access it. See, if you can't access a room, don't put a prompt on it. Don't fucking say. Also, that fucking... I don't know what I missed, but I get maybe the one with the, I forgot all stuff
I
you.
may have a look at your goods.
I get the Carolyn one because, yeah, sure, May, there's nothing there. But you literally, in the gate area, were like, there's some loot back there. And it's like, what the fuck you mean there's loot back there? Only 18 coin? I'll take it. 17. Why do they both have broken watches? I don't want broken watches. Or Charles. Don't need that. Other cut, 3 and 4 coins. Y'all should give better. Newton's medal. Why is his purple but his is blue? That makes no sense. I don't even know who Mortimer was. Wedding ring. I can't talk. I love components. There goes Dad's watch. Ooh. Mr. Calhoun. Let's go ahead and take you out back. By out back, I mean out front of the Ascalon Club. You have a lovely hat. Has anyone ever told you that? I should have bought stuff from him, actually, now that I think about it. Now there's literally no point in me having money. I sold all that shit because I was like, well, I gotta sell it to him. Because if it can't be turned into components, it's useless, aside from money. But now I'm remembering there's no other shopkeep. Oh, I forgot about her. Well. I didn't forget about her, but I'm saving her for last. Even after my own mother.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale.
Is your face bruised? I feel like it wasn't. I know you have the scar on the right side of your mouth, but why is your face bruised? Did I just not notice that? Unfortunate, but into Ascalon we go. Cut to Lord Redgrave. Like, why are there a dozen bodies in my fucking front yard?
My father always said, even those few who offer help always want something in return.
Why the fuck did you have a machete? Where the fuck did you get that? You're the last one, right? Not missing anyone else.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
The Lady Ashbury. I'm missing one. Oh. Why do you want to become a vampire? I forgot I read her journal and haven't talked to her since.
In spite of your mother's refusal.
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a
Still took at least like 100 years from this point to do it anyway.
The price you'd have to pay.
And it's still a struggle.
The necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one side.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal.
Also,
she claims you can't have one without the other.
It might not work. I don't know if I could like check that based on like blood types or something. But people die. Your friend literally died because vampirism rejected her blood. And she didn't survive the procedure.
Despite our own wishes.
I love my mother and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury.
So you had a different name?
To know that's
I knew you were an orphan, but I thought that was just the name the orphanage gave you or something.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree.
I mean, you can legally get your name changed to 18. Is it like that at adoption or orphanage? I was gonna say adoption centers. I was like, that's just orphanage. Assuming it's not like a newborn baby or something, which I don't know that they would part with that. I'm pretty sure those should be in a hospital. The kid would probably have a name already.
Tell me, Charlotte,
So,
how do you
probably, definitely, I'm being stupid. The question I'm asking is it like an animal shelter where you just go, oh, its name is Tom, and let's change it.
I may throw
Oh,
myself under a
I'll keep it.
just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing.
Is that just part of the paperwork?
And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Who's Emily Davison?
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know. She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak?
Damn.
Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh my god. For 1 second I thought you actually... Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
I agree. Very convincing. Curious what does happen. Let's see, can we take you to this side? Everyone else went to that side. Let's just take you over here. I am the vampire with a Y.
To never find my killer. Betrayer.
Okay, does that go to your mom's house? I would assume so. I've never been to like your house, right? I don't think Lady Ashbury is there anyway. She kind of left. We'll do a quick check, and then we're going to rest at the hospital just so that I'm right next to the plant. And then after that... Keep swinging, just keep swinging. After that, we finish the game. Oh. Also, why is your doorknob in the middle of the door? Is this a hobbit hole? What is this? You... Excellent. Looking for a check. Where would it be near where her journal / diary thing was? She said she had her own place, but I don't remember if I ever went there. Gotta be something. That makes sense. Oh, got it. Only 100 shillings for the wife of my beloved. Well, that's still there. Hasn't come back. Is that window like open? Should I close that? Her room. Alright, well, excellent time. Back to the hospital I go. To get presumably max level. There's gonna be like one upgrade I can't afford. Technically I suppose I could grind indefinitely on the random enemies for 5 XP apiece. But I value my time, at least to some extent. So... not gonna do that. 136,000. Holy fuck.
There's one of them. Watch yourselves.
Remember when I had like 10,000? I was like, man, that's a great amount. That's like 5 levels. Ooh. This should also get me the trophy for causing all districts to become hostile, which I've never done. That's fun. And I'm pretty sure even after the fight, there's not New Game Plus in this game, but it does like reset you to before the final fight so that you can just explore around. So I have 122 fucking shotgun shells. Oh my god. Okay. My health is maxed, right? My autophagy. Health max. Max the bites. Excellent. This final boss is not gonna know what the fuck is happening. Even on this difficulty, I'm gonna wipe the floor with this. Hold more bullets. Maybe plus 10%, 20% bullets. I need more shotgun shells game. Also, this is cheap right now. It's taking a long ass time. Very squelchy. Okay. More serums. Things I never fucking used. Okay. All these are max. Let's max my ult. More damage. Coagulation, sure. Finish upgrading the stuff I was using first. 6,000, damn, that's a lot expensive. Shadow Veil's gonna be pointless for this fight, I'm just saying. Damage when I come out of it, or it costs nothing to cast it. It only costs 10 blood anyway. Also, this recovery is way higher though. Do the one that I can use it more. Still 40 seconds. Not usable in combat really, but whatever. Okay. Oh, good. So many things up this seems cool. Blood Cauldron, Heat, Shadow Mist, Blood Spear, Blood Barrier, Spring. Let's get Blood Barrier. Sting. This makes it do damage last less time. This makes it last longer, but doesn't do. I would like it to do damage. That seems good. Aggressive. Now, do we want a large one, or do we want 3 little ones? I think I want the big one. Called a blood spear. Not blood spears, just saying. Why does it have these, like... The last one had two. These are, like, highlighted, but I can't hold them. I have to hold this. And then when I do, it says, oh, these are locked. Like, it just remembered, hey, you can't do this. Like, what? Increase range and damage. Or sticks enemies. And absorb blood. I like that one. Never gonna use all these abilities. But cool that I have them, right? I didn't even read what this one did. Not a clue. Alright, well, I'm down to 4,000. Just buy what I can out of this. I'm almost maxed, but I'm not going to be able to reach it on this. Get one more. Deal damage. Embrace them automatically. Ooh. Just need 5,000 more XP. If only I had maximized all the XP gains. Anyway, confirm. The following night. The Whitechapel police have been informed of the mysterious disappearance of Edgar Swansea, age 45, physician, at approximately 6:30 this morning. The police have circulated a description of the missing man. Height, 6 foot, slender build, fair complexion, gray hair, thin mustache, likely wearing a white surgeon coat with dark flannelette vest and Oxford shirting and leather evening shoes. Who the fuck do you guys think it is? I never wear white. Who are y'all blaming? Dr. Swansea is familiar within Whitechapel, the current head of Pembroke Hospital, and a preeminent scientist. He spearheaded the mass admission of patients last summer's flu epidemic. Although his methods have been criticized, it should be noted he did save a substantial number of individuals during the outbreak. His guidance drove the Pembroke to new technical heights, especially due to his enlistment. Sorry, I was about to say elementalist. Enlistment of Vanguard talents. His latest recruit was Dr. Jonathan Reed, recently returned from the war. Famous surgeon was nowhere to be found to answer our questions. I'm at the hospital. The lack of a head surgeon has led to a drastic drop in the operation success rate at Pembroke. Advise against entrusting yourself to them until Dr. Swansea is found or a new head emerges to lead the hospital. Hostile. Sorry, hostile. Change here. Slash. What is determining it? Because that's definitely not in the order that they went. Oh, geez. You with enough money to buy this paper, enough contempt to scoff at the title of this article, yet enough curiosity to read it anyway, should be informed about the truth of so-called news you read in the press of London. Last night, the Whitechapel district was evacuated following the abrupt rise in mortality rates. Thousands of inhabitants were hastily relocated, filling the hospitals and wards that were already overflowing with terminally ill families, many in bad health, and most of them fearful after the days and nights of silent terror. Will you read about this catastrophe elsewhere? No. Am I allowed to write about it? Even less so. Journalists are gagged, silenced, forbidden to raise awareness about the horror that dances before our very eyes. Hear me, London is falling. Protect yourself and your loved ones from the sickness, but do not close your eyes to it. It is here, and its thirst craves your old, rich, and poor. Young, old, rich, and poor, sorry. Many thanks to my colleagues, whose names I will keep private for their safety, who helped me bypass the censorship that is the true plague of London. Yeah, that's the true plague. Censorship, not the people dying. I assume full responsibility for the publication and beg the authorities end their insane control. Well, also not alphabetical, so I don't know what order to put those in. Loading. Too many dead bodies, doesn't know what to do. As I write these lines, the heart of London has stopped beating. This morning at 3 a.m., police forces organized the evacuation of thousands of residents, insisting the urgent nature of the situation. Thieves and freaks have been driven mad with the fever. Were flooding our streets. Our forces were too few, and the crazed mouse was too great. We were spread thin across London, and it is from the barricade shelter that I write this dire report. Who overran our beloved city? Was it plague? Was it rumored illness coming from the most forsaken parts of town? Or was it the Lord himself telling us to flee London that had become too corrupted, too unfaithful? Either way, our homes have burned and nothing remains. Aloysius Dawson's vision of the West End, kept safe from the fiery menaces of our outer London, was proven right. A wall was the only thing that might have kept us from such violence. Nope. But it's too late now, so here we are, crying over lost children, siblings, and parents. But patience. Forced to wait for some sign of sanity, while surrounded by lunacy and anarchy, the West End has fallen. How can the country survive this tragedy? And actually, maybe it was because they did the Carolines. I don't remember which one, and they did Charlotte. No, then they did Calhoun, and he has A. Never mind. I don't know what fucking order. And Avery should have been first if it is alphabetical. Who makes the rules? Okay. Is the plant growing? I don't think so. But I am level 50. That's neat. Gonna go ahead and rest again because it literally will change nothing. Everything is already in critical condition. Nothing happened. Plant looks much the same. Maybe a little taller, I don't know. That's 2 sleeps, 1 more. And apparently the trophy is called Life is Unstrange or something. Is that a reference to Life is Strange?
It's alive. It's alive. And it needs a name.
Why does it need a name?
I shall call you Lisa.
Why are you naming it Lisa? What does this plant have to do with anything to do with Lisas? Hey, what the fuck? Okay, well, that's done. Easy peasies. Equip all those. Max out on that. I check my... Okay, now. I could equip the strong ones. Blood and health. This is absolutely a Bloodborne reference. So I'm going to take that. Curious, like, what do some of these, like, you know? Can't pull out the weapon, that's right. I'm in a safe zone. Actually, I'm not, am I?
I cannot enter.
Oh, that's why, because they closed the hospital, so... Also, I can't see the gun unless I use it. Damn. More fool me. Can I see, like, the cudgel if I have it in my offhand? It's just a tiny little beaten stick. I really need to see these things. Can I change what's equipped right now? I want to go back to the shotgun. 800 fucking damage, like... Shotguns are fucking wild. Obviously, I have a short range, but still. Ow. Oh yeah, I wanted to also... I want to check... Obviously, I need this. Don't ever want to swap off that, but I was curious, like, what a lot of these do and what they look like, you know? So we could try them out. Blood barrier. Cool stuff. Don't think I'll keep Shadow Mist. I think I'll go back to Claws for that. I do like the blood. I'm gonna put Claws here because that's what I'm used to. I'll put Blood here. Because I don't need the stealth one because that's gonna be useless, and I don't think Coagulation is gonna be useful on the boss. That's 2,000 shadow. Okay, we'll run this loadout for now. I can swap to this weapon if I really need blood. Excuse me. Man, I almost get like a full stack of blood when I do that. Wow. Okay. So strong. Wish, 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 wish. Oh, loading. Oh, goodness. Okay, game? Yeah, there's gonna be lots of enemies on this road, aren't there? Ooh. Rudy. Get away. It was back here, wasn't it? The entrance to the sewer. I mean, I could scope out the area, see all these new enemies that are hanging out. But I don't know that I want to. I'm gonna have to deal with these, though. Unfortunate. Bang. Does it fire 2 shots at once? It is a double barrel, isn't it? It's... I should look into that too. Double barrel shotgun. I don't know. For the most part, I assume that it's a single trigger pull is 2 shots. And then you have to reload, obviously. And obviously, this isn't probably always factual, but in like Call of Duty and Black Ops, I do remember the Olympia because it was one of my favorite early game guns in the zombie mode. That wasn't a 2-shot, 1 trigger pull. That was you'd load 2, and then when you fired, it only shot 1, and you could either fire the second one, obviously, or reload and just put 1 more shell in. Am I misremembering? No, I can't be. I spent so many hours playing Black Ops Zombies. There's no way I forgot how the Olympia works. No fucking shot. You sure about that one? Whoa! In phase 2 or something? Did I break the game? I'm gonna hit you again, I guess. I think I did the damage too high, too fast.
I think it is.
How is she level 51?
How irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
I don't think she's supposed to be there, but, Ow. Is this fight just, like, always scaled to your level? I definitely feel like 51 is way too high. Ow. Okay, hold up, hold up. Ult, please. Don't know what's happening to her there. That was weird. I'm getting blown the fuck up. I don't remember this fight being super. I know I didn't do it first try, but I'm pretty sure McCollum was my worst fight. And she doesn't have like a stun bar, so I don't think I can do jack shit about that. Ow, cheese. Is there like a puzzle to this fight I'm not remembering? No.
Give me more. They are so young, so tasty.
One sec, I'm sucking the blood of these. Ow, bitch.
Eat, for this is my body.
Okay, while you're summoning shit, I'm gonna... Just real quick. Stock up on blood, I guess. What the fuck? Did I just stun her? She doesn't do a lot of damage, which is nice. I'm almost out of shotgun ammo, so I'm gonna swap off of that real quick. And Charlotte Steak, Surgical Blade gives blood absorption, so I'm gonna go with that. Nullified. Ow. You take forever, you know? I thought I was gonna be so overpowered for this fight, and I was for the first part, for this lady who doesn't exist. Did I cause some kind of glitch by killing her too fast? Because I thought that was gonna be like a fight, not a good fight, or a hard fight, but still a fight. Fuck off.
Such innocence,
Of course it's nullified. Why wouldn't it be? Why does this feel like the only boss that's actually scaled to me, though? I get that it's the final boss, but it's still... I'm gonna look up after this. If it does scale to whatever level you are. Obviously, I had that the whole time, but still.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
He kind of lives here.
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have no
She
idea
died real
what
quick.
it was.
Weird.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
story.
honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, I forgot about that part. But...
I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Wonder how this goes, because I got the good, like, never murder anyone path the first time I did this. Now we're on monster. Also, upon looking at it,
This
it's just gonna
catastrophe came
talk.
about when an
The Red
ancient
Queen levels up
will
based on how many
crossed
people you've
paths
eaten,
with
so she's at least level 30, but she
now,
can be up to
we are
level
safe.
51, which she was, because I ate
My
everyone.
craving for blood remains.
Oopsies.
Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator
That's
to
fine though.
victim,
Still had all the
patiently
upgrades, so.
biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Oh, right. Do I actually, like, have a whole cutscene here? Don't I... Do I control this? I feel like I remember you... It's not like any more game. It's the epilogue, but... What the fuck? I found that car in the street and I was like, this is mine now. Finally. Yeah, you play this part.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any map?
Real fixer-upper.
I better hurry.
I don't know that it matters. Ooh, there's chapter 7. Hi, Dad.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Wait, shouldn't I be inside? Hold on. I need to not be outside in the sun.
Has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
Thanks, Mirrodin. Do I need to ask
our
about
beloved
these?
mother will just go back to sleep now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
Why do you want people?
And
If
what
you're
are
her
you?
son,
Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
why do you want to be on our
She is
side?
My mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me.
How bad was her womb, my guy?
Are but a distant child.
Presumably a grandchild, because you're her child and I'm yours. Just saying.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
See, I feel like they could make a sequel to this game set closer to this year. Maybe not, maybe like in the 90s or 2000s, whatever.
Why
Where
did
she
Harriet
is
Jones
awakened.
become a disaster?
You are the doctor.
Make it during the fucking COVID pandemic. Oh my god. That would be so fucking awful. But like, I know it would be in such bad taste because people did die from it recently.
Harriet was also a bitter and resentful.
But that would make it perfect.
As was her daughter.
It's a really bad thought I'm having.
To become the vessels of her wrath. We should
I do feel bad about it. Honestly, I probably...
upon this wobbling world.
Obviously, that's not okay. But it would make the most sense if you think about it.
They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Probably don't think about it.
Whether the Red Queen awakens when
I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm thinking about other shit. I'm thinking about a sequel.
or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Okay, cool chat. This is not over. I need to get inside. It's about to be daylight.
Of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
I know who. Oh, don't care, don't care, don't care.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here?
Wasn't she turned by William Marshall, or she was his wife or something?
Tell me the truth.
Similar to Bridget and
Here to salute
Grave.
my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Is William
Your
Marshall
sons.
hers?
Plural. My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell
Marshall?
me about William
I'm actually
Marshall.
curious about these things.
Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a
So
threat.
you're saying he's still older, so he is still alive somewhere.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
is she technically William Marshall,
His
but
blood
like
was not tainted.
ages
Blood
of
Lord
time
Redgrave
have
that which I used in the serum.
diluted that it was a female and
Then you would
renamed
have
her.
failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also a
King
vampire.
Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
It took centuries for you to find a new
Who are
progeny?
your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
Okay.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More?
Francis Drake!
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you?
Cool.
Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly.
Speak clearly then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that.
Stalled it, perhaps.
Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
That's creepy. Alright. Can't go in the main door. Gotta do a little
Castle
silly
rules
puzzle and jump around.
Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
No, not this way. Up here. No, not up here. Over this way. I really don't know why they make you play through this. I guess they just really wanted you to get some closure and dialogue with the big man. But just go in there, Jonathan. I'm just saying. If you had half a brain cell in that doctor mind of yours. Mary Englewood, born Whitaker. So Mary Whitaker? Are these her children? Robin Englewood? 1930, or 1530. I mean 1930. 1578, 1534 to 78. Charlotte Ashbury, 1918. This is her daughter that I just killed. I was like, did she name her after this one? And I was like, no, this is this year.
Elizabeth moved Charlotte's body here. Does she know something?
How did you get her body here before I got here? So these are her daughters. But these two, oh, that's sad, but this one was 1530 to 1570. So these were both dead in 1578. What happened in 78?
I cannot enter. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors.
Okay, so they're giving you some extra lore and stuff with the graves. I kind of get why you're playing this part, but there's not anything to this. There's no fighting here. Just find your way into the castle. And then there's gonna be a cutscene because the game is over.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Is there more, like, reading here?
Enter.
This is more than I remembered. Elizabeth Blackwood, 1660. So is that who she is? Copy of a letter in 1795. Dear Mr. McAllister, as the new legal owner of Ashbury Estate, I intend to quickly engage in the overdue maintenance and repairs of the walls. Well, it's been 100 years and this shit looks like garbage. In the Cryptid Castle, among the few architects I invited to send forth proposals, I was most impressed by your respectful approach concerning renovations on historical buildings and their preservation. I would be glad to meet you at your convenience. My only request would be to speak to you directly, not your assistants. Any evening of next month would be agreeable. You may come to the castle, or I can meet you at your office as you prefer. If you agree to come to my castle, I could show you what kind of repairs modifications I have. Wait, do I go into the crypt?
Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Okay, there is more. This is more than I remember.
This castle is falling apart.
The Ashbury in 1888. Building the Eiffel Tower. Oh, hello.
That sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume.
Is this Van
She
Gogh?
was here.
1885.
And recently.
Is she like in the crypt and I have to go find her?
This painting looks...
Can I hold my weapons? No, can't use weapons. Okay. Just checking. I don't know why I can do all my other stuff. I can't attack, but I can... Oh, hello. Jacob Blackwood in Versailles, 1788. Lived quite the life, haven't you? Hello, note. 1907. Dear Lady Ashbury, I write to confirm my men will be at your castle next Monday and begin new work on the crypt and its access. This is like 100 years after the other one. Plans have been approved, and I'll personally be on site to supervise the installation of locks and security measures you have requested. I also can assure you that my men have been briefed about never entering the crypt itself or the second floor of the castle. Oh, does she have William Marshall locked in the crypt? I must say I'm proud to continue to enhance since the work started by my great-grandfather when employed. Renovating a castle is timeless work. Ooh, hello, almost missed this. Sanatorium in Scotland, 1909. Thank you for your previous letters and ardent discussions about vampire folklore. It's now obvious we share an opinion concerning scientific and modern approach toward the need for blood and cure for addiction. I must confess I admired your charitable attitude when I met you at the Dunbarrow Sanatorium, and I'm impressed by your kindness when talking with humble and poor patients. I was delighted to read about the position of the administrator at Pembroke Hospital. Oh, you found it since its founding. After a few days of deliberation, I'm happy to accept your offer. It will be, for me, an occasion to get back to the busy streets of London after years of public service in the beautiful but far quieter Scotland. I'll be glad to meet you there and discuss with you further about immortality, its advantages and disadvantages, and how to enhance your condition. From Swansea. Oh. Ooh. This just goes back to that, yeah, the piano room. I thought so. Just double checking though. 1807. Dear Miss Ashbury, when last we communicated, you asked for a conveyance of a large coffin from Temple Church, London, to the crypt of... Didn't the Garda Prewin say this? That they thought his crypt was somewhere, and then they found out a few years... When they raided it a few years later, it had been moved. I'm happy to report your request has finally been validated. My drivers have been informed that for security reasons, guards must always protect the coffin. Activate census. You have hired these individuals who will be waiting for us in London. They have been informed that under no circumstance should the carriage try to pass a river by boat, but always by road and bridges, for the precious wood and the relics inside the coffin cannot be exposed to humidity and moisture. So she didn't want him near running water. You'll find a detailed quote for the entire operation attached to this letter. We are ready to go to London as soon as payment is received in full. Respectfully, Samuel Lewis, independent contractor. That's... Do you want me to activate this? Oh.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Okay. I say all this like I am learning the lore for the first time. Oh, is the entrance in one of the graves with a sword and moon. I've literally seen all this before and forgot. Hey, look, I missed a note. 1865, thank you for your recent letter and all the good news it contained. I cannot wait to finally meet you when you arrive in London. The garden is beautiful. And why do you have all your notes, like, strewn apart? Put them in one fucking office. Why do you just keep them in every fucking cabinet? Just one letter here, one letter there. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky, although I know your wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You're welcome any day. We'll discuss this wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of an orphanage for young ladies, inspired by the French Maison Royale de Saint Louis. Sadly closed when French people chose. My God, I can't even write these words down. Cut their king's head off. Such a place, destined to provide a good education to gifted but poor orphan girls, will surely excite my friends here in the city. You can count on me, and my influence will help make the project a huge success. Countess Alexandra Somerset. Door is inaccessible. I think I've looted and looked at everything now. This is presumably her bedroom, and I don't see any additional things here. I'll do the fall thing again and just back. Make sure, because I did like 100% the other stuff. Oh,
one last switch.
Oh, that was the moon. That'd be on a gravestone or something. No, that's a flower. Sword. And it opens there. Gotcha. I don't feel like searching through the gravestones and stuff or anything, and this is the way to the crypt. Thought it would be in a grave, but whatever, it's fine. Moving on. 12:17. An angel came to me. Blessed be to God. Michael appeared to me last night. All his glory shaped in glorious blood. Ew, to give me eternal life at the dusk of my life. The apparition was so sublime and terrible that I could not help but lower my head and close my eyes. Struck by the divine gift, I fell to the ground only to awaken next night. You will serve me as you served your kings, said the angel before striking me with all its power. You will protect this land through eons to come for all who knew me. I should now hide and retreat, for they cloister me dead. Soon I will leave the company of men and serve my new purpose. Blessed be God. 133 fucking years later, Michael appeared to me last night in my retreat under Temple Church and asked me to prepare for battle. The land must be saved. Death is everywhere. The Black Death, an epidemic sent by devil himself to punish mortals all over the world. My arm is strong. In the name of God, I shall smite the enemies of mankind. England shall prevail. 1569. It is almost 20 years since my fight started against the devil, and the end is uncertain. From time to time, the plague's Black Death reappears in a village, in a town. Each time, the vicious minions of hell approach to get their share of the mortal suffering. Vampires. Dreadful creatures, I won't let this land collapse. Until my last breath, I'll serve and protect England. Tonight, in the small village of Hoddesdon, I met the most delicate soul I've seen for a long time. She was singing for the dead, singing for those she knew and loved, those killed by a new plague outbreak. Without fearing for her own life, her voice moved me, so I chose to let her live. I offered her eternal life as reward for her virtue and most pious attitude. Her name is Elizabeth Inglewood. We're not alone anymore. Together we shall praise God in all his glory for eons to come. So in 1578 is when William so in 1200 whatever, William Marshall was made. In 1578 he made her a vampire. 1618. My heart is breaking, my soul is bleeding tonight. My dear Elizabeth left me. I have taught her all I knew, all she needed to know. Now she must walk her own path through the ages. This is her wish and I respect it. Elizabeth Inglewood, my sweet daughter, is gone. for she now wants to be known as Elizabeth Blackwood, and made her a promise if she ever comes back to Hoddensdon, you'll find me there, managing the Bull Inn her parents owned before dying. William Marshall shall disappear a few times, too, now that the Black Death is no more. Till we meet again, I shall be known as William Thorne, waiting for my angel to come back. 1665, the devil is at work again. The Great Plague is back, reaping thousands of lives in London. I must sell the Bull Inn and go there. Once more, William Marshall shall protect the land. So, 50 years later, roughly? 47. Later, what have I done? I let the devil infect me. God forgive me. The terrifying creature I had to defeat was a demon straight from hell, an abomination of the flesh, a walking apocalypse. I had to trap the dreadful creature in St. Paul's Church and set the building on fire without the advice of Michael. Oh, why did the game pause? I didn't touch a button. I don't know if I could have defeated my enemy. The flames cleansed the city of the demon's presence, but half of London burnt down. Ever since I've dreamt of a red flood, of slaughtered and rage, like the disaster has tamed my blood, my very soul. For the first time in centuries, I'm afraid, shall crawl back to my retreat and pray to God for mercy for my infected soul. 1667. Elizabeth came to me. She said she felt pain and rushed to save me. My poor daughter, blinded by rage, intoxicated by the blood of hate, I bid her. She fled, shocked by my betrayal. I laughed and cried as she cursed me. God, have I betrayed you? Have you abandoned me? 1712. My prayers have been heard. I have found the strength to resist the need for blood, the never-ending hunger. My poor Elizabeth, will you ever forgive me? I've heard you now kill and take pleasure in bloodbath, and with this new progeny of yours. You're a victim in all this. What have I done? I swear I will find a way to make your amends for what I have done to you. I swear I shall only rest once I know how to appease the blood of hate. What year was it? Was it 1587 that her other daughters were buried, or was it 1787? What year was it? I think it was 1787. Brotherhood of St. Paul Stoll finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to me inside New Cathedral St. Paul. I think I read something similar to this. I like the wit and solemnity of this man. Yes. This was the other one, the pre-win one. This tells you the thing. I don't need to read that one. 1786. Finally managed to gather all the ingredients needed to concoct the tear of angel's blood of the purest heart. God, I cannot talk today. Or ever, honestly. Blood of a king for courage, garlic essence for painful cleansing. After months of impatience, almost made mad by the hunger, I waited again and again until finally Elizabeth cautiously came to me. As promised, I had chained myself to be sure I would not attack her again, and not recognize my sweet daughter at first, for she only was Lady Blackwood now, the dreadful mistress of the dark who took delight in slaughter and carnage in France. She smirked as I apologized and cried for what I had inflicted to her. She shouted at me when I tried to explain to her that my bite had infected her, had given her a blood of hate, now burning in her veins and her soul. I told her I found a cure and that I had managed to create one dose of antidote. I gave it to her to give her back her previous peaceful life. In exchange, I only asked her to take care of me, for I intended to be locked down in my tomb, chained if necessary, to impeach me from feeding on any mortal or immortal. She reluctantly took the tear of angels and left. I hope I see her again soon, cured and at peace. So, 8 years later. Can't fucking math. She came back to me finally, cured, healthy, joyful, my Elizabeth. She told me she had drunk the antidote about a year ago in France, after witnessing and taking part in the massacre of an entire orphanage caused by the blood of hate. That's when the Lady Blackwood died, she said. She promised she would take care of me now. That's all I ask as I repent for... Why are you pausing? Well, welcome to hell. You take care of me. That's all I ask is I repent for the murdered souls caused by my negligence of more than 100 years. Damn. 1795. My dearest daughter came back last week to tell me the good news. She had recently bought a castle in Scotland. Land ownership. So proud. You. She'll finance the renovation of Castle Crypt to provide me a new retreat, far from temptation, far from noisy, crowded cities. Can't wait to embrace the solitude, find the peace I need to refrain from killing. God, please give me the strength to resist urges during the journey from London to my new domain. Before I leave, I should give a copy of these memoirs to the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stoll. Without the most shameful and sensible information, of course. Soon I shall leave London to pursue my penance. There I shall find peace at last with the support of my resuscitated Elizabeth. Okay. So he was made a vampire fought the darkness, got inflicted by it, accidentally bit Elizabeth. She got inflicted by it. Then he cured her and said, lock me away. Instead of, I don't know, here's my notes. The cure worked on you. Do it to me now. Just saying. Could have done that instead of locking yourself away for 200 years. Just get the cure. Because if you'd been cured, you could have gone and fought in the darkness again, like you did in 1666 or whatever. This is neat. That was a lot. My fucking throat is killing me. Shouldn't I be seeing her blood outline? She's down here. Just saying.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Why his father picked up his sword?
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Hello, William.
Is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father.
This is what a couple hundred years without blood drinking will do to you.
Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
You like locked the front gate and stuff.
Is this really him?
Yes.
Do I fight her? There's no way she's a fight.
First Earl
She's
of
just
Pembroke,
picking up the sword.
servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who
I
ever
did
lived,
kill her daughter.
according to some.
And you called him father.
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand
Well, as
before
long
you
as I don't have to do all the reading.
in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Few minutes before what?
Where are we? What is this place?
That's a stupid question.
The Ashbury estate.
It's
Let's skip through these.
Do not.
Wipe me
Why
here.
did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
But you had your whole life there.
Not anymore. Especially after my dear Charlotte was murdered.
Ooh. Don't
I have
know who did
destroyed
that.
The disaster. This creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
No. London is doomed. The East End, Whitechapel, the West End. So many districts gone. And soon the whole country will follow.
This city has been rotten to the core for so long. If it wasn't this plague, it would have been wiped out by another catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
We
Sure.
could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long.
You don't know that. You haven't
The
tried.
antidote would not work on him. I tried.
Oh, you did.
Believe me, I tried.
Well, I guess I'll shut up then. What an asshole.
Is he dangerous?
Let me stop mansplaining to her while she's literally explaining.
Thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
I mean, he can clearly communicate, Jonathan.
No
Really stupid question, but I'm gonna
And
get
yet
through
he
it.
thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him?
Didn't he say he hates vampires? So he is a vampire and didn't realize it, and he was just smiting down evil vampires. And he was like, "Be gone! I'm a hero."
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man
My hand is
William
clipping through my
Marshall was,
fucking
and
pants.
still is.
Oh, sorry.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying.
So he does feed on occasion. I thought he hadn't fed in 200
After he saved me
years.
from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Okie doke, Marshall.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true original carrier.
To be fair, I think Hornman is the original, and therefore his mother is the original.
How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
How did he figure out that antidote?
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I
Why are you
wish.
still holding the sword like that? I need to know more.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born.
I read the journal.
Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth.
Does that matter?
Samantha
Did that choice
Mary
actually
Englewood
change anything?
In 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Why didn't he make more progeny?
Not
I
even
feel like
when
the
he was
only pure
infected
soul he
and
ever
bit
met.
me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton.
He was just kind of a meat bag I was trying to max out on.
Turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
Do you remember Dorothy Crane? Aloysius Dawson? I love you, Jonathan Reed. I really do. But you cannot be trusted.
What about
Would your
Swansea
protege
and
agree to speak
Hampton?
with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
You might try a snack on my neck.
Yes?
So, William, my God, you really are William Marshall.
I guess if I was from
who
England,
served
I would know
Richard
these.
the Lionheart and his brother King
I
John.
don't know who the Lionheart and King John
It is
are.
such
I
a
don't know.
privilege to meet you.
I'm sure those are actually based on real kings of England.
Closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels.
How the fuck you come up with that?
What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
Who the fuck is Boadicea?
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
Okay.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
He scratched me a little bit, but it was fine.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when
Pudding
I finally
Lane.
found her.
That's a great name.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end,
Hours?
I had to
It took
lock
me like
her
5
in St.
minutes.
Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I don't know how sneezes work, but sure.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires?
Considering your experience.
They are terrible creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen and fought many in my time.
You are one.
Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did
I'm gonna find out he's like Don Quixote and he was just killing like ravens.
In a Celtic temple near
Be gone, foul demon vampire spawn. It's just like, caw.
full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song.
What a
It's
good song
of
she
blood
sings.
and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the red.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker. For he created everything on this earth.
Yeah, sure.
He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the
He's a hero, but he's also like disillusioned.
Then I was
Very
punished for
old.
my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Did you really
yourself.
sacrifice yourself?
That was the only right.
Want to be
Do you
cured?
not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
Well, if I got rid of your hunger, then
We could
it'd be
set you
silent.
free. Let you out.
If the Red Queen would stop singing to you,
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
yeah.
Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
No.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore.
I'm pretty sure in my
I've learned
original
so
playthrough, I appealed to her greater nature and was like, please, I can do this. I can cure us.
So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell.
And in this one, I'm appealing to violence.
Farewell.
And she dies, wow. She turned away. So there are different endings. I don't know how many. Probably 3. Like high chaos, low chaos, medium chaos kind of thing. Should be one final.
One
yeah.
prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness.
Oh, are you about to do this whole fucking 12-part
Now
poem?
the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe.
No,
the
you're
price
not.
paid
Okay,
most
well.
dear.
Hey, I'm in France.
But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen
Stonehenge.
sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
So Mirrodin's literal whole thing is he wants to stop his mom from releasing violence and death and pestilence and genocide upon mortals. But he made me, and that's what I became. So does he, like, not care? Does he not change anything? I don't know. Does it put me before the final boss fight? Healthy carrier. No, it just puts me in the epilogue? Does it really do that? Where does it actually put, like, I probably missed a few trophies. There's probably like a weapon I missed somewhere. I don't know, I haven't looked at my trophies. I'm just a trophy whore, I don't know. But I am curious. In case I wanted to. Nope, it sets you here. Fuck's sake. Well. In that case, I could show this save from 5 years ago, where I'm at the end of the game in the good life. But that wouldn't be very spooky, would it? Nah. We chose violence. And violence is all we shall ever have.